Hi, I'm Dr. Wordperson, and today we're going to talk about why learning Sanskrit is so hard and why you should do it anyway. Basically, the grammar keeps throwing enormous challenges at you in terms of memorization and problem solving, but that same grammar makes possible amazing poetry that cannot be replicated in English. So what makes Sanskrit grammar so difficult? Well, a lot of things. I'm going to focus on the intellectual challenges here because if you just want an overview of the grammar, you can read Wikipedia. So, challenges. 1. There's the writing system and its implementation. Ta-da! So yeah, this is Devanagari, and as you can see, it is very squiggly. It's not technically an alphabet, it's actually an abugida, a writing system where consonants and vowels are written together as one unit. In practice, the consonant is the main unit and vowels are kind of written as diacritics, like this is pa, this is p, and this is pi. If you have two consonants in a row, they're written as ligatures, and these ligatures often look nothing like the two consonants involved. Like this is the symbol for k, this is the symbol for sh, and then the symbol combining them, sh, looks nothing like that. It looks like a stick figure dude hanging on a pole. I don't know, it doesn't look like those. But even worse is like, you know when you're talking, you kind of slur words together, like if you were going to say, I don't know what, it would probably come out, I don't know what, but you wouldn't write that. But in Sanskrit, you do write it out with all the words slurred together. It's called external sandhi. So if you wanted to say, I came from the house, Gurhat Gachami, well, you wouldn't write Gurhat Gachami, you'd write Gurhat Gachami as one word, all squished together. Or if you wanted to say the river there, Nadi Atra, you wouldn't write Nadi Atra, you'd write Nadyatra. As you might expect, it makes it really hard to figure out where words begin and end. This is a problem. Now, on to the second reason Sanskrit is hard, the nominal system. Nouns and adjectives and pronouns in Sanskrit are highly inflected, which means they change their endings for a bunch of different reasons. They have different endings for different genders, masculine, feminine, and neuter. They have different endings for different numbers, singular, plural, and dual, if you have two of something, and they change their endings based on a word's grammatical function in the sentence. This is called case. Sanskrit has 8 of them. 8 of them! Greek has like 5. Latin has like 6. Sanskrit has 8. So yeah, you get to memorize paradigms. Did I mention that there are a bunch of different stem classes that all have different endings? Paradigms! And there are a bunch of pronouns and stuff that are usually irregular. Paradigms! Buy flashcards on sale, y'all. Now on to the third reason learning Sanskrit is so hard. The verbal system is highly inflected too. Verbs change their ending for person, number, tense, mood, and voice, and there are plenty of verbal nouns too. But the real kicker is that Sanskrit verbs are classed according to how they form their present stem from the root, and some of these are confusing. Some verbs are straightforward, like us, to be, which just adds personal endings, usti. But some roots use reduplication, like from the root da, give, you get dadati. Some verbs add an infix, like from yuj, join, you get yunakti. And for some verbs, you mess with the vowel, like the root bhu, become, you get bhavati. In short, you spend a lot of time trying to pick apart these different layers of morphology and phonology so you can even look at the frickin' word! Not bitter. So that all is for classical Sanskrit. If you want to read the earlier period of the language, Vedic Sanskrit, there are additional challenges that await you. For instance, you get to learn more grammar, which had atrophied by the time of classical Sanskrit. Hello, aorist. And you also run into new and hilarious challenges like the dictionary is in German. So after all that, why would you even bother learning Sanskrit? The poetry is outstanding! Sanskrit poets love their language like few others, and boy did they have an outstandingly rich language to work with. Is there any better or more fitting example of this than Rigveda hymn 10.125 to Vach, the goddess of speech. Vach is talking about how great she is, and she says, among other things, Maya so anamati yo vipashyati ya praniti ya im shernoti uktam amantavo mam ta upakshayanti shrudhi shruta shrativam te vadami. Calvert Watkin has a lovely translation that I could not improve on. Through me, he merely eats food, he who just sees, breathes, and hears what is spoken. Even these uncomprehending ones depend on me. But listen, O famed one, I say to you something worthy of trust. Now, coded in one of these lines, Shrudhi Shruta Shradivam Te Vadami, is an utterly magnificent phonetic figure. You probably noticed the obvious alliteration, shru, shru, shrur. Maybe you even noticed the less obvious alliteration in va, va. But this line also includes every single category of speech sounds in the Vedic language. Thanks to Cal for this too. You have vowels contrasting in quality, quantity, and nasalization. You have a sibilant, a liquid, and a glide. And in the stop consonants, you have a voicing distinction and an aspiration distinction. And you might be thinking, oh gosh, that's reading too much into it. They didn't know that much linguistics. I don't know that much linguistics. But of course they knew. They even set up their writing system this way. The characters are arranged according to the quality and quantity of vowels, series of stops with voicing and aspiration distinctions, then liquids and sibilants, the whole shebang. So yeah, that's the kind of poetic virtuosity that just does not translate. That's only what you get if you love Vach, the goddess of the Sanskrit language, and she loves you back. Alright, so that was my video. Thanks for watching. Please let me know in the comments if you liked it and if you'd like me to talk about what it's like to learn any other languages. Be sure to like and subscribe and tell your friends. Everyone loves Sanskrit, right? Right.